You'll hear 5 different people talking about things they were relieved about. For questions 19 to 23, choose from the list A to F what each speaker says. Use the letters only once. There is one extra letter which you do not need to use. You now have 30 seconds to look at part 3.
Pause the recording for 30 seconds. You'll need to play the recording twice.
Speaker 1.
Something I'll always remember from school is when I lost my maths homework book. The trouble was that I kept leaving it at home, and the maths teacher, Mr. Simmons, was getting quite cross. The summer exams were only a week away, and he wanted to see how everyone was getting on, so I could understand why he was annoyed. And I couldn't find it at all. I was sure I'd be in real trouble, but then I had a piece of luck. The school suddenly decided to give us the week off to revise. It was a huge relief, because my homework book never turned up.
Speaker 2.
It all began when my best friend Jessica told me how much she liked a boy in our class called Sean. She made me promise not to tell anybody, and I didn't say a word to anyone, apart from Lucy, my sister. I didn't think it'd matter, because Lucy is older than me and has different friends. But what I didn't know was that she'd just started going out with Sean's elder brother. So Sean found out, and he told everyone in the class. Jessica was really hurt and wouldn't speak to me for months. But then on my birthday, Jessica called round with a card and a present. I thought I'd lost her forever, but I hadn't.
Speaker 3.
I'd almost given up looking for that photo of me winning the final of the tennis competition when it suddenly appeared among some old papers in my desk. I'd asked my mum if she'd seen it, but she hadn't, and she said it might have been thrown out when we moved house last year. So it was great seeing it turn up like that, especially as it was the only picture I've got of that day. And after that, I never really won much, because I picked up a bad ankle injury and was out for quite a long time. And by the time I was fit again, I was taking an interest in other sports like badminton and squash.
Speaker 4.
I was on my way home from school at the time, and it was just after the exams, so I was riding along feeling quite relaxed and happy, thinking about the holidays to come. So I wasn't really paying attention when a car suddenly came racing out of a side street without stopping. I heard somebody shout a warning, and fortunately, I just managed to get out of the way in time. But it was a close thing. Someone told me later that the police had seen what happened on a security camera, but the driver wasn't punished for dangerous driving. I thought he should have been, because he could have put me in hospital.
Speaker 5.
I knew I'd done my best. I'd spent months preparing for it, and I knew that no one would blame me if I wasn't successful. I'd had to tell my friends that I couldn't go out in the evenings because I was so busy revising, and I had no time to play basketball, even though my team said they needed me to help them win important matches. After that, I don't know if they'll want to see me again. But in the end, it was worth it when I saw the result. Despite all my worries about not being up to standard, I'd actually scored better marks than any of the others.
That's the end of part 3. Now turn to part 4.